Hi, welcome back, and let's study the first adjustment right here, that what is outstanding expenses. So let me give you an example right here. If we have a labor named A, okay, and we have to pay him wages of rupees, let's assume 8,000. Now out of that rupees 8,000, we have paid rupees 7,500 and decided that as we have low cash flow in this year, will not be paying rupees the remaining rupees 500 to A in this year, and will be paying rupees 500 to Mr. A in the next year. Now this rupees 500 is an expense that we know about, and it will surely be incurred in the next accounting year. Hence, how do you account it? Should you charge expense account debit to cash, but no cash is paid right here, as this will be wages account debit, that is expense account debit to cash, as there is cash or bank is paid, but this 500 will instead be transferred to outstanding expense account, so that whenever someone reads your balance sheet, they will know that the company has a future liability of outstanding expenses of rupees 500, and yeah, hence company's cash flow will be reduced by rupees 500. Now we have taken a small amount right here, but larger companies have larger amounts, hence to show the true and correct financial position, as the company knows about the payment of Mr. A and it is outstanding, that is it is not paid yet, but it will surely be paid in the future. Therefore, it will be treated as an outstanding expenses. Now let's check out what will be the entry of outstanding expense account. Okay, right here says the entry is expense account debit to outstanding expense account. If you want to study this, I have in detail compiled all the resources that are essential to understand these outstanding expenses. You can download the resource file. When expense of an accounting period remains unpaid at the end of an accounting period, they are termed as outstanding expenses. So if they are unpaid as on the date of closing our balance sheet, we'll close our balance sheet on 31st March 20, and it will depend upon your country which date will you close it on. The entry to bring such expense into account is, okay, the entry is expense account debit. Suppose concerned expense, that is wages account debit to outstanding expense account. Okay, let's check out this example right here. Let us assume that Trump owes rupees 500 as wages relating to the year 1920 to one of his employees. Hence, Trump has to pass this entry right here, which is, what will be the entry? The entry will be wages account debit 500 to outstanding expenses. Outstanding, I'll write the short form, and that's how most of the accounting world writes accounting 500. Yeah, now let's move on to one question, and let us create our own question right here, which says adjustment in expenses and income, and the type is outstanding expenses, outstanding space expenses. You can make this sheet right here with me, and we are going to make our own examples. Let's create an example, that is wages due, wages due rupees. How much do you want to give? 1,000 to employee. Okay, this is our transaction detail. Oops, we have a separate figure, wages due to employees, and let it be rupees, what say, 1000. Yeah, voucher type and voucher hotkey and journal entry will, we know the journal entry, right? The journal entry is wages account debit to outstanding expenses account. Let me format it. Okay, still not formatted. I'll wrap text this, and yeah, okay, I have a better idea. Expenses account. So this right here is the journal entry that we need to pass in our books of account, and this is the transaction that we created just now. Let's see if we can do it in Tally or not. Right here I have with me the Tally window, that is Alt W, select company, Beyond Milky Way. We will pass this journal entry and then we will check out its effect on the balance sheet and the profit and loss account. How to pass that journal entry? Go to vouchers, and this is for the first time that we are going to use this right here, that is which one, F7 journal, F7, to pass that journal entry, as it is not a credit note, it is not a receipt of cash, it is not a contra, it is not purchase, it is not debit note, hence whatever is left is journal. Let's click on F7. Okay, now you can see buy and to right here, that is what was our journal entry, wages account debit to outstanding expenses. Do we have wages? I'll try to type WA. Okay, we have wages. How much is the amount? 1000, and 2, you can write 2 here by typing 2, enter, and what was the account? That is outstanding expenses. Do we have that account, outstanding expenses? Okay, we already have some entries right here, that is outstanding AMC, outstanding rent, and outstanding telephone bill. We'll check them out later, but let's now create outstanding expenses account, outstanding wages account, right? So I'll just hit Alt C, outstanding wages, enter. I don't know its group, hence I'll open that group crack sheet and I'll search. I'll find, where are you, oops, control F, what is the name, outstanding, enter, expenses outstanding, it is a current liability group. Okay, hence I'll blindly follow it. Outstanding expenses, where are you? Yes, enter, keep entering till the time you say accept yes. 1000, and outstanding wages due, write the proper narration, wages due to employees rupees 1000. Okay, I'll hit enter, accept. That entry is now created. Let's now go back to the tally and see its effect on the balance sheet and profit and loss account. But before going there, let's check out in our resource file that what will be the effect of this entry right here. Wages account to wages outstanding account. Okay, so this is the trading and profit and loss account of Trump for the year ended 31st March. Wages is 8000, that we don't have anything to do with. Right here is our boy outstanding wages 500. Okay, hence it will be shown in the trading account, purchase, below purchase, and in the direct expenses. Let's see, and in the balance sheet it will be shown as a current liability, outstanding wages 500. Looks quite obvious. Let's check out if This has the same effect in our profit and loss account. Let me open it. Okay, it I'll go to wages, hit enter, and yeah, right here is the entry, that is 1000 amount is increased for the wages. Okay, accepted. So that entry is shown right here, and go to balance sheet and see that if it shows into current liabilities. Okay, so there are various tabs of outstanding expenses, and what are they? Outstanding expenses. Okay, so this was the openings one, right? That we created in the stock sheet. You cannot relocate them. Go to this stock, go to this opening thing right here, and outstanding rent, outstanding telephone bill, outstanding AMC. Oh, that is why we created this outstanding expense amount. The total of this comes to 69,014, and plus 5 plus 1000 of our outstanding wages, hence 70,014. So it has two effects. One is in the current liability and one is in the profit and loss account. Accepted. This is how you pass the entry off. And one more thing we had to do is update this sheet right here. This is how you pass the entry of outstanding expenses, and now you know the concept of outstanding expense fully. Okay, so see you in the next lecture. Now let's learn that what if this outstanding expenses is paid right now, because we have an opening balances of outstanding expenses. Let's write the question, that is paid outstanding expenses. The process of creating the question yourself is very important because it helps us learn why is the problem created and how can it be solved. Wages due to employee. Okay, where if I did not make sense, then still what can you do? Moving forward, we have details paid. Let's see what is due and go to company right here. So these all amounts are due. Let's pay some telephone bill. Yeah, this is due for a long time, 35,000. And okay, let's pay any one of it. Anyways, you have to make entries of all the threes in your account, but we are not here to do clerical work, hence we'll skip all these entries and we are only here to learn. If you want to do clerical work, you can sure go ahead and make those entries. Paid AMC rupees 2000. Okay, now why do you always go up? 2000 right here. This, oops, no. So what will be the journal entry right now? As the outstanding expense account is credited when it is created, hence one entry I know for sure, that is outstanding expense account should be debited to nullify its effect. Debit. Okay, and when we pay our expense, what goes out? I think cash goes out, and if we are paying it via bank, then bank is the giver, hence bank should be credited. Bank account debit, bank account credit, because okay, wrong entry narration, that is to bank account. So this is the correct entry right here. Now let's check if we can make it in tally. Vouchers, payment, right? F5 payment, Citibank account. What's the date? 1/3/22, 11.3/2020. And did we not change that date in that journal entry also? AMC bill. Okay, so the entry should be outstanding expense, bank is debit, outstanding AMC. How much? You can see right here, this is the opening balance. Current balance is 17,514, which needs to be paid. As soon as I enter 2000 here, it will automatically make this that balance to 15,514. Now I don't believe I want to see the magic myself. 2000. Oops. Yes, it did work. AMC paid. Now the same way, if you want to practice, you can make these entries for yourself. That is, where are you? This right here, opening balances. These all needs to be paid because there are liabilities and they must be paid. But then we are not here to do clerical work. So if you want, you can continue for yourself. Okay, we are done with outstanding expenses entry, and yeah, I'll see you in the next lecture where we'll learn about prepaid expenses.